Here are 10 hidden gems in the city of Reno, Nevada. Now, there are a lot of very well-known things about Reno, but I'm gonna tell you guys some things that are a little bit lesser known that you want to check out, so make sure you stay with me. Coming in at number 1 is Terry Lee Wells Discovery Museum. Now, I'm actually super excited because I get to chaperone my daughter's field trip to the Discovery Museum next Friday. Maybe I'll make a little video while I'm there for you guys. But this place is awesome for kids of all ages. It's fun, it's interactive, and it features tons of exhibits on science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So STEAM, that's a big theme there. You're gonna see all kinds of cool stuff. They have really engaging things that kids can kind of play with, but it's all educational. They also have this really cool installation on the ground level where kids can climb up into this big play place, but it's actually educational. There's like a river exhibition that goes all the way around the whole room where they can put in little obstacles and whatnot, and they get to learn about the Truckee River and how it flows from Tahoe to Pyramid and everything that kind of happens in between. Super cool. You guys should check that out. Coming in at number 2 is the Nevada Museum of Art. Place is super cool. It's actually the only accredited art museum in the entire state of Nevada, which blows my mind considering it's in Reno and not even in Vegas. The museum features a diverse collection of art and exhibits from all over the world, you guys. You have to check it out. If you're interested in visiting, I know that they offer free admission on certain days and also free admission to teens on more than one day. So you want to check out their website and see when you can get in for free, and if not, it's really affordable and it's totally worth the cost, so I highly recommend that you check it out. Coming in at number 3, Idlewild Park. This place is super cool. It's expansive. There's a ton of green space. There's even a pool that kids can pay to play in the summer. I think it's like $3. It's really affordable. So if you're looking for a nice place to cool down in the summertime, Idlewild would be a great place for that or for a picnic. They also have a playground. There's a pretty new playground there. It's really cool. My kids love it. They have a zip line. What else? They have a little merry-go-round thing that's built into the ground, so it's actually super safe. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, but when I was growing up, those were above ground and kids would just go flying off of them. I guess the new way to do it is to build it flush with the ground so that nobody gets hurt, which is great. They have a lot of climbing structures and slides. The kids absolutely love the park there. They also have a ton of events in Idlewild in the summertime. You could go to Food Truck Friday all summer long. They have all the food trucks of Reno and Sparks in the area line up throughout the whole park. There's live music. You can go get some great grub and hang out in the park with your friends. They also have a train that you can get on that will take you around the whole park, which I think is super cool. So check out Idlewild. Coming in at number 4, Midtown District. Midtown is super cool and it has come a long way. I remember back in the day when I first moved here, it was kind of scary hanging out in Midtown, but now it is home to all kinds of eclectic dining options, cool boutiques, and artisan eateries. If you're a foodie, you love Midtown, I can tell you that. I actually did a video about a year ago or so. I did a community tour of Midtown where I featured a lot of those restaurants, bars, and shops. So you guys should check that out. It's in my playlist somewhere. Maybe I'll link a card if I remember when I'm uploading this, but check out Midtown. Super cool, super fun nightlife too. And the cool thing that I love about Midtown is that unlike a lot of other neighborhoods in Reno, it's very walkable. So you could park your car in Midtown and spend a whole night or day whenever you go, but you could spend your whole time in Midtown basically on foot. So park once and that's it. Coming in at number 5 is the Truckee Riverwalk. This is super cool because it's along the river. There's shops and dining and whatever else when you're in downtown. But if you head west on the path, it actually turns into a bike path that goes along the whole river. And when you get to the end that's kind of near Keystone on the brink of Idlewild Park, there are some really cool options for dining. Beaujolais Bistro is over there if you want like a high-end French dining experience. It's super cute and cozy in this little brick building. In the summertime, they actually put tables out on the lawn with all these lights. It's pretty magical if you want a special night out. There's also a coffee shop at that end called The Hub. They have delicious drinks and snacks, and of course, Dorinda's Chocolates is there. That is a fine chocolate, like handmade, artisan-made chocolate shop. It's really good. They also have gelato, which my kids love. So check out the Riverwalk, you won't be disappointed. Coming in at number 6 is the National Automobile Museum. I have said this in previous videos, you guys, I'm not a car person. I don't really care about cars, it's just not what makes me tick in life. However, even I have found that this museum is mind-blowing, you guys. It is the Harrah's collection of classic cars. So some of the most expensive and luxury level collector cars in the entire world are in that building, and they are mint condition. It's like they never left the showroom. They are gorgeous, and it really tells you a lot about the history of automobiles and like mechanical engineering in our country. It's super cool. You're gonna want to check that out. Coming in at number 7 is Pyramid Lake. Now, if you ask the local community about Pyramid, you are bound to hear some mixed reviews. There is a lot of folklore around that lake. A lot of people think that it's haunted. If you Google it, you might be in for a little bit of shock and awe. I'm not gonna dive into that, I'll leave that to you, but look up Pyramid Lake haunted or Pyramid Lake folklore and you may be in for some interesting finds. We'll just leave that there. But I personally love Pyramid Lake. It is, especially being a native East Coaster, one of the most unique places I've ever seen or been to. It's probably one of, if not my most favorite place in this area. So it's basically a brackish lake. It's a mix of salt water and then obviously Truckee River flows from Lake Tahoe into Pyramid, so it gets that fresh water from Tahoe as well. It is beautiful. It's like this really interesting turquoise blue color, and it's in the middle of the desert. In addition to just being a beautiful lake in the middle of the desert, there are these cool pyramid rock formations that poke up out of the water in certain places, and it's just so interesting. Obviously, that's how it got its name. I know for a while that it was the pre-programmed backdrop on Apple products. You guys know when you get a new iPhone or MacBook or whatever product you get from Apple, it comes with a screensaver of somewhere beautiful and natural. Well, Pyramid Lake actually made the cut, which is super interesting to me and super cool because it's right here. It's about a 40-minute drive from Reno if you take Pyramid Highway out through Sparks. Coming in at number 9, the theater. It's literally called the theater. People always ask, which theater are you talking about? I'm talking about the theater. This one is at 505 Keystone Avenue, and I call this a hidden gem because a lot of people don't really know about it yet. It's fairly new. It opened in 2021, just after the pandemic. So if you've lived here for a while, you probably remember it as the TMCC Performing Arts venue. That's the community college here. It actually went dark for a number of years, and during the pandemic, 2 world-class illusionists who grew up in Reno and then toured the world for 30 years took it over, completely renovated it, and reopened it into this beautiful, cutting-edge performing arts venue. It is hidden, and it is a gem, and it's very unassuming because it's in the Save Mart parking lot on Keystone. So when you pull into that parking lot, you're really not expecting what you're gonna find. It's basically like a ratty grocery store. There's a lot of riffraff that kind of hangs out in that area, but do yourself a favor, go check out the theater. They have a resident show there every Saturday night and then select additional dates. It's called Magique, and it's so much more than a magic show. It's illusions and fanfare and handmade costumes and showgirls. And I also produce shows there, if you didn't know this about me, on Friday nights, and we do seasonal runs. So check us out and check out the theater. Coming in at number 10, Reno is home to the National Bowling Stadium. Now, I'm not that big of a bowler, but I think this place is super cool because they have a little museum in the lobby from when bowling used to be an Olympic sport. I didn't even know bowling used to be an Olympic sport, but it's super entertaining to go and walk through and see all the old photos. The amount of bowling lanes in that building is insane, you guys. It just goes on and on and on. I know that every year we have a bowling convention where people come from all over the country to bowl competitively in Reno, and during that time, all the casino hotels are booked, all of the restaurants are booked. It becomes very crowded. So while I'm not the most avid bowler, I know that a fair amount of people are, and they all flock here. So go check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed this list of 10 hidden gems in Reno. If you're thinking about moving to Reno or thinking about making a move in real estate in the Reno Sparks market, I would love to be a resource for you. I am a real estate agent here. You can book a free, no obligation call with me. There's a link to do that in the description box below. It's just an opportunity to connect, get all your questions answered, and help you strategize your next and best steps to make sure you get the best deal possible. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button so that you guys don't miss any of my upcoming content. I put out videos every single week about the Reno Sparks lifestyle, the Northern Nevada housing market, and all things related to buying and selling real estate. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.